Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk fashion, great deals, and good vibes. Let's get started. For the last 5 years, I have been extremely lucky and very grateful to get a Louis Vuitton bag for my birthday each year. However, this year was a little different. Let me share. I started with my normal process, which is to, of course, look online. So I would go on to the Louis Vuitton website, start doing that anywhere from 3 to 6 to 8 months before my birthday, just kind of seeing, what's new, what I like, and seeing if what I like sticks, as well as, of course, visiting the boutiques, so seeing the items in real life, in different settings, different lighting, of course, watching unboxing videos, again, to see what's out there. Also, it's a really good way to learn about like different quirks. So things like the bag easily tips over, or the magnetic closure is a little finicky, etc., etc. Quality issues, so things like glazing, again, the magnetic closure thing, any type of clasps not closing correctly, along with wear and tear videos. So I'm watching 1, 2, 3, 5+ years of, I've had the bag and it's held up well, or this has been an issue, and then seeing if that particular issue, is something, a consistent thread across the board. So I had a blast doing my research. I considered and visited the Diane in black empreinte leather, the carryalls, the Neverfulls, on the goes, gracefuls. Ultimately, I decided on the on the go size MM in black empreinte leather. So exciting. I made my decision. In full disclosure, I was very much aware that this bag, the on the go, required TLC. So I had seen on the pre-loved market, mainly like Fashion File, where they sell, pre-loved bags. I had seen quite a few that fell more into the like worn category as opposed to like good or excellent. And again, it's just the shape of the bag. This brings me to my fashion principle number one that I completely ignored, which is don't buy things that stress me out. I essentially, have to worry about. I don't like that. At this price point, these bags should only bring me joy, not stress. I get her home and I'm excited. I'm excited. I finally, have my bag home. And I think it was in the back of my mind as far as, am I going to be able to take good care of this bag and keep it in pristine condition? So take the bag out. I have her set up in my dressing room and, just, working on slowly establishing our relationship. So I, have her out and I'm looking at her, and I noticed that in the front and the back of the bag, so like the LV is extremely faint. So it does not have like a hard like imprint, therefore indentation, to see the LV, which is bizarre because I'd never noticed that before, like being an issue. I could always see the LV. So I moved it to different areas of the house, and I'm like, am I again like kind of maybe tripping from like the the wear and tear thing? But I couldn't see it. So that was the second thing. The third thing was the sides of the bag. So the small monogram, I was not a fan of the texture, and it even seemed like a little bit dull. So, in short, everything was off. Everything was completely off. So, as much of a bummer as it was, I was like, okay, I know that if I'm already having this many issues and questions, I don't want this. I want to, like, again, have those happy, giddy feelings that stay and like don't go away. And there's not question because you have 30 days to return the bag, but I didn't want to keep it for that long, if I knew that I wasn't going to use it or like it. So I return the on the go and I pick up the Never Full size MM in the color black on print leather. I had originally planned on getting this bag, um, but I already have a black tote bag that I use every single day and I love it. I shouldn't say every single day, half the time. And the other half of the time, I use my Never Full in the cognac brown color. And I absolutely love that one as well. So I opted not to get the black Never Full originally because I already had, a black and a Never Full. I wanted to try something different. Fashion principle number two that I ignored was do not have excess. So I get the Never Full home, and no joke, she sits in the box for like 3 or 4 days. So I didn't even take the box out of the bag or anything, it just sat there. So that definitely should have been, a telling sign immediately. So, days go by, I take her out of the box, basically do the same routine, take her out, look at her through different angles and just, enjoy the bag in my space. Well, I was not having giddy feelings when I looked at her. So, of course, when I first took her out, yes, it was exciting, but that giddiness and that happiness did not last for very long. And even really just like the happiness and the appreciation of the bag being in my space, of me having it. I give it less than a week, and I'm feeling, of course, I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling terrible because, I mean, I don't even want to buy like a returned item from Louis Vuitton at this price point. And here I am, like, gonna return my second bag. But also, it's like I couldn't keep a such a large purchase that I did not absolutely love. Before I forget, I'm actually going to invest the monies, not all of them. I'm going to invest 2000. The bag I think was like 2800. So 2000 is what I am going to invest, and definitely keep an eye out for that video. So I'll let you know, which stock I chose, how many I purchased, and basically, those monies will be making me monies while that bag is coming to me. So I'll definitely keep you posted on that. So, what I learned from this entire process is moving forward, I'm not going to force myself to get a bag for my birthday, but rather I am going to get a bag when I organically fall in love with one, which I will. I'm not worried about that at all. I will still continue to be on the website and look on the pre-loved market and, just be open and ready and receptive for when that bag comes. So, but, just in retrospect, like, it really was a fun last few years of researching and getting bags that I do love. I am so happy with all of the bags that I have, which is not a ton, but with the bags that I do have, and I absolutely want to make sure that that I continue to be a collector in that way. So, if I may, I would like to introduce you to. So, this is the Never Full Cognac Brown um, in the size MM, and I love her. I do actually have a what is it, a bag shaper organizer, and I put the bag organizer in here, and then I also alternate it with this one. So this is the black Tory Burch bag. I got her from Nordstrom Rack quite a few years ago, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago now. And I mean, this bag goes everywhere with me. So um, when I travel, I take this bag so I don't feel terrible about shoving her underneath, the seat on the floor in front of me. Um, she holds beverages, she holds snacks, she holds my heart in the sense of, again, no worry, stress free. And I really like that it's open, but it has like a nice little magnetic closure, and it has two big pockets. So got this pocket in here, got a zip pocket, and then two open pockets. So it's just great. It's great for travel and every day. So I use both of these, like I said, about 50-50. So it just depends on the day. And then of course, randomly I'll take like a smaller bag if I don't feel like carrying a lot of stuff to work. So yeah, just wanted to show you the two bags that I love, that I use, and yeah, that are just workhorses for me right now, which is what I love. So as always, everyone, enjoy what you have. Enjoy shopping, enjoy researching, and yes, just enjoy what you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.